Good morning, friends. This is Shriyasha from Crazy Money Retreat. Today is 8th of February, sorry, 8th of January, and let's see what's happening in the market. What happened yesterday, what's happening today, and what is that we need to actually look at the market and how we need to place our trades. If you're still not a part of my YouTube channel, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, and uh, like this video. So let's get started. So if you have seen, the Indian markets have actually, as I told you yesterday also, we will probably be in the range of 14,100 to 200, because more likely from the point of view of expiry sake, we may not actually move higher. Now what we are seeing is 14,250 is acting as a very strong resistance. So until unless we don't close above 14,250, very likely market may be in a range. So that's what we are seeing at this point of time. There is a lot of things which we are seeing right now. The strength of Nifty is coming down, but at the same time the bank Nifty is actually becoming more stronger. So that is something which is very interesting at this point of time. So bank Nifty may still try to hold on the Nifty at this point of time. One thing what we are seeing is there is a Reliance is actually coming down. One of the major factor, one of the most powerful stock, which actually is more of a sentimental value, which has around 15% weightage in the index, it is coming down. It is failing to hold the lower levels, and if it cannot hold the levels, there is a very likelihood we may see further correction in Reliance. Now today is TCS results, so result season is starting from today. So now what would happen is, probably the entire shift of focus will move towards the results. And what is the expectation? Is it in line with the expectation? How things are working? That is where actually the whole focus will shift now. And yesterday the US markets have done phenomenally well. New record highs, extremely high euphoria, which we have seen there. The entire index has actually moved up more than 1.5, 2%, 3% up. Extreme euphoria there. And even the European markets have actually done on a positive note, though they were like quite flattish kind of thing. But they have also done, they have also, especially DAX has made a new record high. So overall, actually, the global markets are looking extremely on the positive side, but there's a mixed kind of reactions right now. So what should we do right now? What is happening is, there is profit booking which is happening in the pharma sector and the IT sector, which we can clearly see right now. And there are some reversal signs in the IT sector companies and the pharma sector companies. So we need to see whether who is going to be at the upper hand at this point of time. Will the banks push the prices higher, or will actually the other stocks are going to push the index down? Is something which only time has to say. As of now, looking at the way the market is behaving, probably the buy on dips are available for stock specific opportunities. And probably sell off rallies could also happen. There could be a mixed kind of things which will happen in the market. And probably the markets are going to be more on the flattish note. I don't expect too much of upside right now. And index probably, see, even if stocks are going to move higher, probably index may not move much higher, is what I am seeing right now. So if you are actually looking at it again, it is stock specific opportunities which you have to actually look for, what has to be bought and what has to be sold and all. So overall looks fine. And looking at the way the index is actually opening, probably again we will have a gap up opening. And now we need to see, because every time we are actually getting started somewhere around 14,250, and from there we are actually going down. So we need to see, the optimism is so high. and will that actually continue or not is something which we have to see. Now the another thing what we are seeing is the entire rally is more as to the presidency which has actually been won by the Biden. The final thing has actually come in, which is there were two more votes which were there, which were pending, two more candidates in the Georgia election and all, which was actually the final thing for the counting and all those things are done. So there is a possibility of buy on rumors, sell on news kind of a thing. So there is a possibility that from here there could be a correction which could happen in the US market also, very likely to happen. uh, we Because the euphoria is extremely on the higher side even there, but as long as the markets are going higher, there's no point in actually looking at that. And look at what is happening in the commodity. The stimulus and all are anyway expected, but gold silver has actually retracted. So now what is happening is, again we have come back to a range from gold and silver. So we need to see, as long as the gold and silver are going to be in a range, it is going to be in a range. Right now at the higher level there is a sell off which is coming. At the lower level, buying interest is coming. So until unless we don't it looks like we may go down on gold and silver, if actually this is going to continue from here. So it may see, we are as what is happening right now is, at the higher levels we are getting a sell off which is happening. Crude oil actually is riding on the main thing, like of the economy recovering, and the production cuts, and supplies getting lower, and so many other factors which are trying to do this. And as long as it is going to continue, probably it may still be on the positive note at this stage. So that's what is happening, and the Bitcoin euphoria is extremely on a high note, but it has become extremely volatile also. It has actually done 40,000 levels. So, phenomenal move only in the last one and a half 2 months. They have moved from a 10,000 level to a 40,000 level. It's a almost three times, four times movement. It's an amazing move for Bitcoin. So there's a lot of actually movement happening, and looks like market is going to again start with a positive note. And we need to see how actually markets are going to behave. Everything actually depends now on the bank nifty is looking actually quite stronger, but again there is a mixed kind of things. Private banks are actually getting weaker, and the public sector banks are looking a little stronger. Probably it could be because of the short covering also. We need to see how long they can actually hold on to this, and will they be able to sustain these levels is something which we have to see. The only time is going to say at this point of time. As I am saying you, today is TCS results. Now the results is going to be another important factor, because there's a lot of expectation on the results. We need to see if the results are going to be in line with the expectations, because prices are at all time high and it has moved up quite a lot. If it is in line with the expectation, then great. If it is not in line with the expectation, that could actually push the prices down. That is something which we need to clearly see off, because uh, anyway the result season are coming, and the initial days will be more with the IT stocks. So most likely the results are going to be good with the IT stocks, and later we will start seeing the results of other things. So most of the stocks have already moved up quite a lot, so that we need to see whether it is overstretched or actually it is going to push the prices down. So that is something which we have to closely watch. As of now, um, um, as I said, there's a mixed kind of opinion. So preferably keep your positions as light as possible. You can actually trade stock specific and the buy side On the sell side, I think both the kind of opportunities you will actually have. You need to actually look at the stock specific opportunities and look at the trading, because telecoms have actually become quite stronger. They have actually started moving higher, especially Idea has given a breakout, Bharti Airtel has given a breakout. So telecoms have become quite stronger. The high beta sector is actually becoming quite stronger. uh, but let's see how things are going to be there. Either we will be in a range, or probably very likely we will be in a range at this point of time. I don't see any immediate reversal coming in, but if this is going to continue like this, probably reversal is possible. And we are working right now completely opposite with what is happening in the US and European markets. They have been moving on a higher node, and we have not been able to move on a higher node. Though some stocks are actually doing that, it is not happening with the overall market. So we need to be careful on the picking of these stocks, and that's how the whole market is, guys. So my advice will be, keep your positions low. If you want to actually look at doing any kind of buying for a long term, this correction will be a really ideal place for you to look for long term stocks for correction. And ideally, the things which are actually right now moving are more of the high beta sector, which is actually the automobiles, the steel, cement, um, and all these things which are actually generally, uh, when fluctuations are too high, because when they go up a lot. When they come down also, they come down a lot. And the defensive kind of stocks, which are actually IT, pharma, FMCG, these are actually going on a they are going down. They are actually trying to get correction, or they may get into a consolidation kind of a mode. So if you are actually looking at buying, probably again the high beta sectors could be the right choice. And if you are looking at selling, probably these defensive sectors could be the main things which you can actually look for the selling at this point of time. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you are liking the video, if you are actually liking the content, click the like the video, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, so that you will get all the latest notifications. If you are not still a part of my telegram channel, so what you need to do is uh, you can actually uh, search for Crazy Money Witch Tree and go and join that, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great and prosperous day.